Chapter 23, The Believers. In the name of God, the gracious, the compassionate. Those who acknowledge are indeed successful. Those who are humble in their contact prayer. They abstain from vain talk. They are active towards betterment. They guard their private parts. Except around their mates, or those whom they have contractual rights, they are free from blame. But whosoever seeks anything beyond this, then these are the transgressors. Those who are true to what they have been entrusted and their pledges. Those who maintain their support. These are the inheritors. The ones who shall inherit paradise, in it they will abide. We have created people from an extract of clay. Then we made him a seed in a safe lodging. Then we created the seed into an embryo, then we created the embryo into a fetus, then we created the fetus into bone, then we covered the bone with flesh, then we brought forth a new creation. So glory be to God, the best of creators. Then after that, you will die. Then you will be resurrected on the day of resurrection. We have created above you 7 passageways, and we were never unaware of the creations. We sent down from the sky water in due measure, then we let it reside in the land, and we are capable of taking it away. So we brought forth for you gardens of palm trees and grapes, for which you will find many fruits and from it you will eat. A tree which emerges from the Mount of Sinai, it grows oil and is a relish for those who eat. In the livestock are lessons for you. We give you to drink from what is in its bellies, and you have many other benefits from them, and of them you eat. On them and on the ships you are carried. We have sent Noah to his people, so he said,
O my people, serve God, and you have no other God besides him. Will you not take heed?
But the leaders who rejected from among his people said,
What is this but a human like you? He wants to make himself better than you. If it was indeed God's will, he would have sent down controllers. We did not hear such a thing among our fathers of old. He is no more than a man who has madness in him. So keep watch on him for a while.
He said,
My Lord, grant me victory for what they denied me.
So we inspired him, construct the ship under our eyes and our inspiration. Then, when our command comes and the volcano erupts, then you shall take on the ship 2 from every pair, and your family, except for those of them upon whom the word has come. Do not address me regarding those who have done wrong, for they will be drowned. So when you and those who are with you have embarked on the ship, then say,
All praise is due to God who has saved us from the wicked people.
Say,
My Lord, cause me to embark upon a blessed place, for you are the best for those who embark.
In this are signs, and we will always test. Then we rose after them a different generation. So we sent a messenger to them from amongst them.
Serve God, you have no other God besides him. Will you not take heed?
The leaders from amongst his people who rejected and denied the meeting of the hereafter, and we indulged them in this worldly life, said,
What is this but a human like you? He eats from what you eat and he drinks from what you drink. If you obey a human like you, then you will indeed be losers. Does he promise you that if you die and become dust and bones that you will be brought out? Far-fetched is what you are being promised. There is nothing but our worldly life, we die and we live, and we will not be resurrected. He is but a man who has invented a lie against God, and we will not acknowledge him.
He said,
My Lord, grant me victory for what they denied me.
He replied, In a little while they will be in regret. So the scream took them with justice, and we made them, as dead plants. So away with the wicked people. Then we rose after them different generations. No nation can hasten its appointed time, nor can it delay. Then we sent our messengers in succession. Every time there came to a nation their messenger, they denied him. So we made them follow one another, and we made them history. So away with the people who do not acknowledge. Then we sent Moses and his brother Aaron, with our signs and a clear authority, to Pharaoh and his entourage. But they became arrogant, for they were a high and mighty people. So they said,
"Shall we acknowledge two humans like us, while their people are servants to us?"
So they denied them, and they became of those who were destroyed. We have given Moses the book, so that they may be guided. We made the son of Mary and his mother a sign, and we gave them refuge on high ground, a place for resting and with a flowing stream. O messengers, eat from what is good, and do righteous work. I am aware of what you do. This is your nation, one nation, and I am your Lord, so be aware. But the affair was disputed between them into segments, every group happy with what it had. So leave them in their error until a time. Do they not think why we are extending them with wealth and children? We are quick to give them the good things. But they do not perceive. As for those who are in reverence from the awareness of their Lord, they acknowledge the signs of their Lord. They do not set up anything with their Lord. They give of what they were given, and their hearts are full of reverence that they will return to their Lord. These are the ones who race in doing good, and they are the first to it. We do not burden a person except with what it can bear. We have a record that speaks with the truth, they will not be wronged. No, their hearts are unaware of this. They have deeds besides this which they are doing. Until we take their carefree people with the retribution, then they will shout for help. Do not shout for help today, for you will not be helped against us. My signs were recited to you, but you used to turn back on your heels. You were too proud from it, talking evil about it, and you defiantly disregarded it. Did they not ponder the words, or has what come to them not come to their fathers of old? Or did they not know their messenger? For they are in denial of him. Or do they say that there is a madness in him? No, he has come to them with the truth, but most of them are hateful of the truth. If the truth were to follow their desires, then the heavens and the earth and all who are in them would have been corrupted. No, we have come to them with their reminder, but from their reminder they are turning away. Or do you ask them for a wage? The wage of your Lord is best, and he is the best of providers. You are inviting them to a straight path. Those who do not acknowledge the hereafter, they are deviating away from the path. If we were to have mercy on them and remove what distress was upon them, they would still return to persist in their transgression, wandering blindly. When we seized them with the punishment, they did not humble themselves to their Lord nor did they invoke him. Until we open for them a door of immense retribution, then they become in sorrow and despair. He is the one who established for you the hearing, and the sight, and the minds. Little do you give thanks. He is the one who multiplied you on the earth, and to him you will be returned. He is the one who gives life and brings death, and to him is the alteration of the night and the day. Do you not reason? Indeed, they have said the same as what the people of old had said. They said,
"If we are dead and become dust and bones, will we then be resurrected? We, as well as our fathers, have been promised this from before. This is nothing but the tales of the ancients.
Say,
To whom the earth is and whosoever is in it, if you know."
They will say,
To God.
Say,
Will you then not remember?
Say,
Who is the Lord of the seven heavens and the Lord of the great dominion?
They will say,
To God.
Say,
Will you then not take heed?
Say,
In whose hand is the sovereignty of all things, and he protects while there is no protector against him, if you know.
They will say,
to God.
Say.
Then why are you deceived?
In fact, we have come to them with the truth, and they are truly liars. God has not taken a son, nor is there with him any God. If it were so, then every God would have taken what he created and they would have tried to overtake each other. God be glorified against what they describe. The knower of the unseen and the seen. Be he exalted above what they set up. Say.
My Lord, if you show me what they are promised. My Lord, then do not leave me amongst the wicked people.
We are able to show you what we promise them. Repel evil with what is better. We are better aware of what they describe. Say.
My Lord, I seek refuge with you from the whispers of the devils. I seek refuge with you, O Lord, that they should come near.
Until death comes to one of them, he says.
My Lord, send me back, so that I may do good in what I have left behind.
No, it is but a word he is speaking. There is a barrier to prevent them from going back until the day they are all resurrected. So when the horn is blown, then there will be no kinship between them on that day, nor will they ask for one another. So, those whose weight is heavy on the scales, then those are the successful ones. Those whose weight is light on the scales, those are the ones who lost themselves, in hell they will abide. The fire will scorch their faces, and in it their grin will be with displaced lips. Were my signs not recited to you, then you denied them. They said,
Our Lord, our wickedness overcame us, and we were a misguided people. Our Lord, bring us out of it, and if we return to this then we are wicked.
He said, Be humiliated therein and do not speak to me. There was a group from among my servants who used to say,
Our Lord, we have acknowledged, so forgive us, and have mercy upon us, for you are the best of those who show mercy.
But you mocked them, so much so that they made you forget my remembrance, and you used to laugh at them. I have rewarded them today for their patience, they are indeed the winners. Say.
How long have you stayed on earth in terms of years?
They said.
We remain for a day, or for part of a day. So ask those who kept count.
He said, You have remained for very little, if you knew. Did you think that we have created you without purpose, and that you would not return to us? So, exalted is God, the true King, there is no God but He, the Lord of the supreme throne. Whosoever calls on another God with God when he has no proof for such, then his judgment is with his Lord. The ingrates will never succeed. Say.
My Lord, forgive and have mercy, and you are the best of those who are merciful.